and welcome. I'm John, and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a terrain build. I do one every 7 to 10 days. I'm trying to push it out to once a week, but it depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I get carried away and add too much detail, or do stuff that takes longer than necessary, or there's stuff in real life that takes me away on days where I should be getting things done. For all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. What am I building on this video? I'm absolutely, this week, absolutely buzzing with energy. I'm super hyped, super pumped. The last terrain build was the two ruined buildings, or the ruined buildings made out of cat food boxes on the 2 tiles. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I've seen it here with the all collected that I made. Fantastic. I can't wait to get a game going. But what I have to do this week, because I'm super pumped and I'm feeling really productive, I want to get something very simple done, terrain wise. It's very simple, but I'm probably going to end up adding more stuff to it than needs to be added and make it absolutely amazing, as always. But I've got so much stuff to do, a lot of it off camera. Cow Space Marine Army to sort out, the old diary models to take out, paint stripper and you know, base them up, bases to cut, 32mm bases to cut and 40mm bases to cut, models to paint off camera, demon models to start trying to build ready, because the demon codex it's been, you know, not leaks, but it's 3 to 8 weeks away, so somewhere in that area, so I want to get as much demons done as possible. So what I've decided to do today with this terrain build, I can't have every single tile, making another tile to go to the board, I can't have every single tile that has buildings and this and that. There has to be some tiles that are like, not plain, but that are a bit open. Now, so what I'm going to do on this video, I'm going to do 2 tiles. One of the tiles is just going to be a few bits of rubble. Okay, nothing too tasty, just to give me a bit of open terrain. I'll show you little inserts of that, but it's nothing fantastic. I've done it before on you know, the other boards. But the other one, I'm going to make a blast crater. Now, some of you are going to say, oh, a bit of polystyrene. I could go that way with a bit of polystyrene and burn holes into it, like I've done before. But what I've decided to do, I'll wipe down, so we've done it first. Plastic tub sweet lid. That's my thinking, because it's cut to a certain size. Now I could have it this way, so it dips in. Don't want to do that, I want to do it this way, because it still dips over and dips in. And that fits perfectly on a tile. But what I was thinking was taking, I can't even see any now. Oh, there's one. That's the wrong one, but taking something like this, a smaller lid, snipping bits off and try and insert it on, like same level. So, but I don't know about that yet. But what I was thinking with this, when it's on a tile, is having maybe a pile of bricks here and there and something like that. Then adding stuff to this itself. But we'll go over that in a little while. So that's what I'm planning on doing today. So guys, very, very easy, very simple. Sit back, watch, enjoy, and I'll see you in a second. I'm going to start by gluing that to a board first of all, and then see what way I'm going to go from there. See you in a minute, guys. Right, so I've glued this down. This is a lid from the filler pot. Okay, they're always very handy for things like this. I've glued that separately over there. Now this lid here is from a Pringles can, I believe, or the stacker can, the crisps that come in the tube. That's what that's from. And all I've done is I snipped it down, okay, obviously over here, and then just cut it out, and then went from one point to another point and glued it in. Okay, Don't worry about how it joins here and how it joins there, because that's all going to be covered up afterwards. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some filler and run some filler along the seams here and get that in all around where it joins to the base. Okay, no, I'm not actually. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some off-cut pieces of foam board or Foamex probably, and cut shapes and just start gluing them in here. Okay, start covering this up, and then I'm going to do the filler. I'll come back to you when I've glued those on, and then before I do the filler, I'll show you all that. So thanks guys. So here we are. These are just off-cut pieces of expanding foam, just on one tile. I'm going to filler mix those and filler mix the joins where they join on. And that tiles, that's how simple it's going to be. Just very simple like that. Open areas, bits of cover. You know, it fills up the table a little bit, and but at the same time it gives you space. But also, I could still put things like that or things like this. You know, just I can even put that there like that. It's give me a nice little, you know, it's still open for everything. When I actually put these on the board, I was actually thinking of the smaller pieces, so they could easily be put, you know, along there, or even just here. Just add, that's ruined and that's just what's standing of whatever's left. But here's what I've done this here. Okay. Now, one thing I should have done, I'm going to keep that on there. One thing I should have done is this material. I should have put a few more bits and pieces here and there, and then covered it with these, so you'll see bits of this coming through. I only thought about it afterwards, but you know, it is what it is. Now I'm going to get some filler and fill it all the way around, yeah, where it all joins on. I might even in here just add some filler just to give it a bit of texture, but try and keep it as smooth as possible. These are going to be fillered. This bad boy, when the filler goes on, this bad boy is going to be re-glued onto here. I did have G glue him onto here, sorry, like this. I did have him glued on like that. But then I thought, how am I going to get in with the filler? So I had to take him off, but I will probably re-glue him back on. So I'm going to get on with filling. Add some filler to this, and I'll then have to wait, I'd say 4 hours at least, but the way the weather is, it'll probably be 2 hours before it's dry. And then I'm just going to give it an undercoat black, glue this bad boy back on, and then start coming in with some other colours. Again, with this, I can easily add, you know, these pieces in. Sorry, I'm trying to film here, but I'm looking over there with the camera, sorry. I can easily add these pieces in, yeah. An angle, add them round. Doing it again, sorry guys. It's very, very easy, very simple. So I like this, very, very easy. I'm going to filler it, and I'll come back to you then. Right, so I filler mixed them, and then I started filler mixing the base. So I was just manual while I was doing it, and I thought, you know what, I should have done that with the rest of them. But what I've done is I've filler mixed. You see, there's gaps in there. There's purposely gaps in there, so it'll tie all the boards in together, but also it won't use up as much filler, because to do all that would have been fillers. I think this one's £2.50 in Tesco's. You can get them from the pound shop if you want. Again, done the same here. I actually done it first on this one, then I went back and done that one. But I also got some filler in the little gaps here, just to make it look a bit more rocky. All around the edge, inside here. Just now I have to leave this dry. I don't know if you see it reflecting there. It's still wet. It's not going to take long to dry. I thought maybe 4 hours. It's probably going to take maybe an hour and a half. It's been 10-15 minutes already, and I can already see it starting to get hard along here. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that to dry, and I'm going to start cracking on with the hundreds of other little jobs I have to do. So guys, I'll see you in a bit. Right, so here we are undercoated. Okay, I'm not happy with it. I'm happy with this stuff. This is a little bit shiny, which I'm not sure about, but Doesn't really matter because I'm going to base coat that in a little bit. But I'm really not happy with this. I'll tell you why I'm not happy with it. It doesn't come down deep enough for me. So, and this bit come off as well. And on this one. So what I'm thinking now, I can filler mix up to make a slope. Yeah, which, you know, is doable. Kingspan again, I can make a little slope, it's not a problem. Expanding foam, I can make a little slope, and then with the Kingspan and expanding foam, I'd have to filler mix it. Okay, you'll probably still have to filler mix it here and there, but it's not a big issue. I could take bits of Foamex like this and just stack it around and then just filler mix the top. Because what I wanted was it to come up and come down, to give me a proper blast crater. You know, pretty much like this, where it comes up and comes down. I probably should have glued this the other way around, in all honesty. So if you're doing that, do this the other way around, because it'll give you your depth and it's easier for you to build up then. But what I've got is this lovely material. It's not foam, it looks like foam, but it's not. This is actually, I can't remember what it's called now, but my friend Cross from Creative Terrain, he actually told me what this is, and this material is the same material that's used in your milk cartons. So it's like a plastic. Okay, it's very easy to sculpt and cut down. As you can see, I've, you know, beveled a few edges there. And then my thinking is to try and do it like this. Obviously, I'm going to trim this down a little bit to give me more of a slope. And what I've done is I've used the model for scale, and it does give you a nice bit of cover. Because obviously, if that's there, then it's not as, yeah. But and then I'm thinking of just cutting it and trimming bits around the edge here. I might have to filler mix like this little gap, for example. You know, I'm not sure, I'm not pleased with it. I think I can swing it around and turn it around, but for the minute it just needs a bit of a inspirational work for myself. So that's where I'm at. I mean, I can see the paint job already. In my head, I know what colour this is how it's going to look when it's painted. I'm just not happy about that, because to me it just looks like a platform. Whereas here, there's a clear, you know, height difference. You come up, come in. I don't know. And I was thinking about just doing some walls here and there and have the wall coming down, but then I thought if the wall comes down and it's here, but comes across the crater, if an ordnance comes in, makes a hole, makes a blast crater, it's not going to leave a wall that comes on and comes down. The wall's going to be blown out, or if there is a wall, it's going to be a tiny few bricks here and there, a little stack. But I don't know, I'm going to put some base colours on this, and then I'm going to start probably hot gluing some of this down and just work out what way I'm going to go with it. See me, guys. So here we are. So there's a bit of vast improvement on it. I'm still not 100% happy with this, but it is what it is, and I just have to try and get on with it. Actually fill these gaps here with these, and this one as well. But this one's actually nice, not intentional. When I glued this one down, this is the flat edge, which is really smooth and nice. Glued this back on, gave it a slight spray down, see bits of dust still on it. I'm probably just going to give this a dry brush with silver, just a bit of rust effect. I did chuck a little bit of painter's grey over these bits, but I'm going to give them another coat of painter's grey. This has got painter's grey on it. Yeah, you can't tell the difference on the camera, but as soon as I add a bit like a light grey or Screaming Skull to it, it's really going to pop and you're going to see it properly. So I'm going to get on with dry brushing these guys with Screaming Skull, and then dry brushing the base with some Steel Legion Drab. Okay, because this is burnt umber on here with over the filler mixer. So I think this actually, the way this has turned out, looks better than the way that is. This one's okay because it's like a cityscape, but I just think this is better. So I think going forward, I'm going to be doing them like this, some filler mix, especially with the way the heat is at the moment. Filler mix is drying like an hour and a half, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to get some painter's grey along here on these bits. Okay, these bits are great as well because they can put models on there. Yeah, Models can be on there and still count as being in cover. You can hide in there. Get a nice bit of, and I'm just waffling on now, but yeah, I'm going to get on paint spray on that and start doing some dry brush. These bits are going to silver with some, you know, usual trick, silver then Troll Slayer orange. I don't need to show you me putting base colour on it and dry brushing it. If you want to see that or want to learn a little bit more about dry brushing terrain stuff, chuck a comment below and I'll make sure I show you on the next terrain build. I'm going to crack on with that, guys, and I'll see you in a second. And here we are, guys. The finished product with some models on. Again, these bases are from Immersive Terrain. Absolutely fantastic skull bases. Check out Immersive Terrain if you want to get your hands on some of those. Someone's going to say to me, how did I do the rust on the fan when the fan spins? I got the silver on the paintbrush. I just kept flicking it around like that. And then moved the paintbrush from the inside part to the outside part, then the same thing again. And then when I changed to the Fire Slayer orange, or Troll Slayer orange, sorry, and the same thing again. Now I purposely left bits of this guy, see here it's darker, so it gives you different types of grand. Let's come down, let's have a look. I think that looks fantastic now. I'm still not happy with the depth of the crater, but again, that could have easily been, you could easily turn that the opposite, you know, the other way around, and it'll work perfectly fine. It looks fantastic. So guys, if you enjoyed that, please hit like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm going to give you some pretty pictures up now. I'll put the ball down a few times to give you, some different pictures of stuff. Guys, thanks for watching. Hit the buttons for me, and I'll see you next time. Pretty pictures. Take it easy, guys.